Hi, and welcome back to the Thrive45 Method podcast with me, your host, nutritionist Stacey Nicole Smith. And this is a space where we talk all things weight loss and wellness for the woman in peri and menopause. Now, today, if you are a woman struggling to lose weight despite trying everything right and doing all the things, and you are in peri or menopause, then this show is for you. Today we are talking about the missing link to weight loss in peri and menopause and why your body will not let go of the weight until this is on board. Now, it's not your willpower. And I hope, if anything, from this episode today, it helps you end the frustration and helps you stop beating yourself up thinking that nothing's going to work and you're doing all the things and there's no point. It's not your willpower. And it's definitely not that you're broken. It is in your gut. So the key to weight loss in perimenopause and menopause is not eating less. And I know many of you are doing that because I talk to women just like you every day. But the key is supporting your gut. And that is so our metabolism, our hormones, and our hunger cues can actually function again. So I'm going to go through why this is essential, and I'm actually going to ask you a few questions to see if you answer yes or no to them so you can assess for yourself if this is in fact what may be holding you back from effective weight loss at this age. Now, our gut influences our appetite, our hormone regulation, our metabolism, inflammation, and fat storage. This is really important to understand because when we take care of this from the inside out, weight loss becomes a heck of a lot easier. It essentially unlocks it for us. Now, you've probably been told that you need to eat less and move more, cut carbs, that's a big one, try intermittent fasting, or just simply to be more disciplined. And none of these are true. But here's what's really going on. Our body is changing and our hormones are shifting. And our gut, which is our command center really, it is no longer functioning like it used to. With the shift in our hormones, this is changing the balance in our gut microbiome. So no matter how clean you may be eating, if your gut is inflamed or if it's imbalanced, our body's going to hold on to weight. We're going to have crazy cravings. Mood and energy are going to crash, and the scale not only won't move, sometimes it can actually go up. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. So answer these to yourself to see if your gut health is in fact impacting your weight loss. So answer yes or no. Do you experience bloating 3 times a week or more? Do you have daily cravings or energy crashes? Do you have brain fog or kind of feeling like you're off? Are you struggling to lose weight even with clean eating? And are you experiencing constipation, gas, or irregularity? I'm going to go through those real quickly again. Do you have bloating 3 or more times a week? Daily cravings or energy crashes? Brain fog or feeling off? Are you struggling to lose weight even with clean eating? And are you experiencing constipation, gas, or irregularity? If you said yes to 2 or more, your gut needs support. And you cannot out-diet a dysregulated gut. You cannot calorie deficit your way out of it. So here is why gut health is the missing link to unlocking weight loss at this age. Often when we think of gut health, I think we mostly think of constipation and bloating, which is absolutely true, but there's a lot more to it. Our gut does a lot more than just simply digest food. It directly impacts our hormone regulation. Everything is tied together. Gut health is very closely tied to hormonal health. So maybe you can start to see why things aren't clicking the way they should, because we got to take care of this piece first. This is what takes care of our hormonal health. It regulates our cortisol regulation, our stress hormone. And our gut and our brain are in constant communication via the gut-brain axis. So when our gut is inflamed, our body will produce more cortisol, the stress hormone. And of course, we are more prone to inflammation at this age with the change in hormones due to perimenopause and then, of course, menopause after that. Now, chronic high cortisol can disrupt sleep, which is common for us at this age, trigger sugar cravings, and of course cause that fat storage, the belly fat, the menopause belly, which you, I'm sure, have heard about, if not, maybe experiencing yourself. Now, again, with the inflammation, gut imbalances equals inflammation. This can make inflammation worse if your gut is not in check. And inflammation can block fat loss. Chronic inflammation equals cortisol spikes equals stubborn belly fat. Here's another biggie. It can also impact our insulin sensitivity and blood sugar. This is going to play a role with how your body handles carbs. So when it's off, we become more insulin resistant, which means we're going to store more fat, especially around the waist. As we go through the hormonal changes of perimenopause, our bodies are prone to more inflammation and, of course, more insulin resistance. This is one of the reasons it's so frustrating for women. You're doing everything right and you just can't lose weight. But here's the thing. You could be eating super clean, but if your body is not that sensitive to insulin, if you're starting to experience some insulin resistance, that food is going in, but it's just being stored as fat. We want to make our cells more sensitive to that insulin. And when we do that, our food is going to more efficiently be taken up into our cells to be burned off as energy. Now, our gut also impacts our hunger and fullness signals. So it literally produces neurotransmitters that regulate our cravings, our satisfaction, and our mood. When the gut is dysregulated, our hunger signals get scrambled, and so we constantly feel off, or we're feeling cravings, or we're feeling snackish, or we're feeling hungry even when we've had plenty to eat. So if you are struggling to lose weight, if you feel constantly bloated and you're never really feeling satisfied after your meals, it is not a discipline issue. So I hope that makes you feel better. It's not that you have a problem with willpower and discipline. It is a gut issue. Now, here is exactly how perimenopause is affecting and disrupting your gut health. As our estrogen and progesterone decline, so does the diversity of our gut bacteria, which again makes us more prone to inflammation, kind of slow digestion, constipation or diarrhea, not absorbing our nutrients properly, and fatigue and brain fog, which means our metabolism slows down, our body becomes more inflamed, and our detox pathways are compromised. So it's kind of setting us up for a perfect storm unless you support your gut. Now, here's what I've done. I have created for you the Thrive45Method Gut ReSet. This is a self-paced mini course, and it's going to help you to reduce inflammation and bloating, reset your cravings and your hunger cues, reignite that fat burning without restriction, and restore your digestion and hormone balance. And this is all with food and lifestyle. There are no supplements and no overwhelm. This is everything that I teach to my high-level clients, but I have now made this part accessible for you, which is just being tired of doing all the right things and getting nowhere. So in fact, it is a high probability that you could be eating more than you are now and getting better results. So if this episode makes sense to you, if it resonated, if you're thinking, this is me, then I want to invite you to visit the show notes. Your body is not broken. It just simply needs the right foundation. So in the show notes, I have linked for you an introductory price to grab the Thrive45Method Gut ReSet at special introductory pricing. And this is only for a limited time. So click the link in the show notes to take advantage of that pricing. And of course, thank you for being here. And remember, weight loss over 45 is not about willpower. It is about wisdom and simple strategy. So let's start working with your body, not against it. If you like this episode, please be sure to share it with another woman in your life who needs it. And of course, follow the show to be notified when new episodes are released. New episodes, all things weight loss and wellness in peri and menopause, are released every week. See you next time. Bye.